To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Now a play fake, and it's Keenum. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
We're always talking about the athleticism we see from these guys on the field. How about the intelligence as well? He recognized that there was a screen pass on that one, broke off his pass rush, and got back to tackle the running back. That's great scouting and great reaction.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Texans first down.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Throwing again is Keenum. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Keenum. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Keenum. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie from Florida, C.J. Henderson. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A handoff here to Ogunbowale. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Minshew with a throw caught by Eifert, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will.
23-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Thompson, and this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Ebukam came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Minshew sets to throw to Thompson on the screen. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
On first down, it's Thompson. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Carried by number 34.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Nardrick McKinney.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lambo to add on the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Jaguars 34, Texans 7.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
The tackle.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Keenum. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Finding room inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. Touchdown, Houston.
The ball carrier.
Kareem Hunt, 77 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
14.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now down to 20.
Ka'imi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The 22-yard line.
Got it. 55. Blue down. Right, 55.
Again, a run with Thompson. And, this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
46-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
47's the mic. 47.
On 1st down, Keenum. It's complete. Stills. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? They saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the ball comes loose, and the Texans scoop it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll begin the drive with Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run again with Hunt. And it's a fumble. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
A gain of 4 yards.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Kenny Stills, but it's going to be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for